precious. Mwah, 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 mwah. How you doing, baby? How you feel? Happy Tuesday. Good morning, peoples. How you doing?
Damn, after Beyonce here yesterday.
There go Brandon. There you go. None of that today. None of that today. I love it. This guy. Yeah, y'all don't get none of that today, baby. I give it to you every now and then just to keep you interested. Shut up. You get Bob Vila today. So yeah, guys, welcome to Coffee and Conversation with your girl Shakenya. When you get a moment, go to my YouTube channel Shakenya and hit subscribe. Check out the videos. See something you like, share it. So what's going on, baby? It's so much I wanted to talk to y'all about. I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna start with myself. That's what I'm gonna start with. I've been working on self. How many of y'all working on self? Say, raise your hand. Oh, you perfect. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You just how God made you. You perfect, huh? You ain't got to work on it. I hear you, baby. I'm trying to get to your level. How about that? Because I am as imperfect as it comes, boo. Yes. But I'm working on it. There's 3 things that I'm currently working on right now. One of them is time management. Yep. And I tell you, I don't know about you, but I was always late to something, you know, and it wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional at all. It was just always something going on. I was always a good 10, 15 minutes late for almost everything, except for work. I tried to be on time for work. Late a few times. I was trying. So just time management has always been an issue, and me spreading myself too thin. So as you can see, yesterday Brandon said I look like Beyonce. Yesterday I'm looking like Beyonce. Today, not so much, because I'm juggling a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff. So I gotta shake and move. So time management is something that is very important to me right now. So I'm working on it. And I find myself being able to do a lot of stuff now that I'm, you know, like for instance, getting the meetings early. I find myself getting the meetings early, sitting there sipping my coffee, getting my little paperwork or whatever together, making sure I'm good. I'm more prepared. I see when I arrive somewhere early. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a point now with myself that if I get to somewhere on time, I'm disappointed with myself, you know, because I'm just there on time. I still feel like I'm late. So I'm working on time management. I'm working on organization. I don't know how to put it, organizational skills. Being more organized. Everything that I'm doing right now, I gotta put it somewhere. I gotta put it. After I make time for it, I gotta put, you know, so working on organizational skills. So yeah, that's what's it. And I'm working on finishing projects, whatever it is. I have a tendency to start stuff and get about like 75-80% done with it, and I'll probably go to something else, or I'll be in the midst of doing it and somebody call about some money or something. I'm gonna stop doing that and I'm gonna go. So right now, these last couple days, hi Ricardo, how you doing, baby? I'm gonna call you, baby. How you doing, baby? So now, finishing up things. So these couple days, I'm tearing down my kitchen. I done started. I'm about to pull up that floor today so I can lay a new floor. But I done painted the whole kitchen the last couple days since I posted the pics. And now I'm about to pull that floor up and lay that floor. And I'm determined not to do nothing else until that kitchen is finished. So it's a couple people that down called, left messages, want me to come and do an estimate for a paint job. I will get back to you later on today. I gotta lay that floor though. Once I lay that floor, then I'm open back up for business. But I've been actually getting up, getting dressed, bringing my tools in the house, and working on my own house like I'm gonna get paid when I'm finished. Yep. So my mission right now, and I've been taking my time. You know, at my house, I done jigger-rigged a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna even hold you up. Shut up! I done jigger-rigged a lot of stuff in my house. As to where at client's house, I don't do that. Client's house, I tape it off. Everything is professionally, you know. My house, I just slap a piece of tape on it or something. I know. So I'm trying to get out of that. So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all the kitchen when I finish. So I had a whole bunch of stuff to tell y'all today, though. Yeah. I think I wanted to talk to the kids today. I know I want to talk to the babies today. So parents, go get the kids, bring them in the living room. Yeah, gotta do. I know. They there, they sitting down, in front of the TV. Hi kitties, how you doing? This Auntie Shakenya. How you feel? How you doing, baby? Okay, where y'all at? Where you at? Hey, baby girl. I'm good. Children, this conversation is going to be difficult. And you might not understand it. But Auntie is here to tell you. If you're in a situation where your mom and dad are no longer together, gotten a divorce, you have to go to 2 different houses to see them. I know it's difficult, baby. I know it. Which one do you want me to go to, baby? Okay. Wait a minute, Auntie, be right back. Auntie's still here, baby. Hey, Marsha, how you doing? I'm good. All right, have a good one, baby. I'm sorry. And you living in 2 different houses. I know it's frustrating, baby. I know it's exhausting almost. But it's something that you got to do, baby, because both parents love you. Bye, Brandon. Have a good day, Brandon. Both parents love you, baby. So you just got to understand that they couldn't be together. They tried so hard, I know. They just can't be together. So this is the only way. So this means you have to be with both of these people. I know it's difficult. I know you wish you could only stay at one house, baby. I know you wish you could only stay there. But because your parents couldn't work it out, this is what it has to be. So don't look at it as, a bad thing. It's a good thing. Because now, you know what you got? You got 2 houses. Yeah, you got 2 houses. Yeah. So with you having 2 houses, you're special and you're lucky. Yep. So one thing I need you to know when you go to those 2 houses, you got to be aware of things. You got to pay attention to your surroundings. One thing I want you to do, and I know this is hard for me to ask you to do. I know this is something that you should never, ever have to ask a child to do. But I'm going to ask you. When you over your mama's house, and somebody get to talking bad about your daddy, I want you to tell them you don't want to hear it. I don't want you to entertain no conversation whatsoever with somebody that's talking bad about your daddy. Because you know what? That's your daddy. That's your daddy. That is your daddy. That's your daddy. And you love your daddy. So I tell you, anybody over your mama house or even over your daddy people's house, say anything bad about your daddy, I want you to tell them you don't want to hear it. Don't talk to me about my daddy. Same thing, you over your daddy house. Somebody talking bad about your mama. Tell them, I don't want to hear that. Don't talk about my mama. I know you might feel like you being a little disrespectful. I know. But whoever it is that you telling that to, they need to hear it, baby. They need to hear it. They need to know never ever to talk bad about your mama or your daddy in your presence. And you know what, children? They're not going to do that anymore. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. If they know that you are not going to listen and entertain that conversation, they're not going to do it no more. I know that's a lot to ask, baby. I know that's a lot to ask. And another thing, if anybody says anything, and this is only if you feel comfortable enough to do so, because in my mind, shit, if somebody talking to you like that in your face about your daddy and them shit, they deserve to get whatever come out your mouth. You know, whether it be you entertaining the conversation with them or whether you going against whatever it is they say. Because obviously y'all having a conversation. That's a whole nother video. But for the most part, if somebody says something about your mom and your dad and it's untrue, I want you to correct them. I know that is so much to ask. I know. We put so much on these kids' shoulders. I know, baby. I know. That's a lot for you to ask. That's a lot for you to stand up and tell a grown-up something like that. A grown-up that should know better than talking about your mama or your daddy in a bad way to your face. Yeah, an adult should know that. Adults should know. You say that chatty catty conversation for your girlfriends, you know, because you can feel however way you want to feel. Like that baby daddy that just passed away. I got love for him because we created a beautiful daughter. I got love for him. And I would never speak ill of the dead. Never. But he was not the ideal pops. You know what I'm saying? He was very, I don't even know what word to say because like I say, let me go back though. Do you know that this is the same age I was when I lost my mom? The age that my daughter is that she lost her dad. I know they don't mean nothing to nobody, but it was just crazy. And my mom had some dysfunctions. She did. And I'm going to use that word for her dad. Her dad had some dysfunctions. We'll say that. Some things I probably wouldn't have approved if I had known about. Let's just say that. But for the most part, he tried to be there as much as he could. And the people around him were there. So when I told y'all how, you know, the people around her were supportive throughout her childhood, she didn't really miss much. Even though her, you know, she missed the time that she could have spent and should have spent with her dad. And little things that dads should do for their daughters and whatnot. Yeah, she did. I'm that's sad that she did. But the parts that she did get of him, she was able to love. And you know what? I feel so good because I played a big part in that. A big part in that. One being, I never spoke bad about that man. Never spoke bad about that man. I didn't even go as far as to give her gruesome details of why we broke up. We broke up because he was physically abusive. So, I've disclosed to her that he was abusive, and I kind of left it at that because it's no need for me to bash that man, especially if he's never been abusive to her. Now, if she asks, you know, I would go into detail. But it's no reason for me to bash him and talk bad about him just because that was the reason why we broke up. I know some of you probably don't agree. You know, you feel like, yeah, he abusive. Let him know. Tell him, yep, I get it. And you know what? If he was abusive to her, we probably wouldn't be around him. You know, he wouldn't have been able to see her again. But just if he was, you know, then yeah, it would have been a conversation that me and her both would have had because that would have been an experience that we both would have shared. But if he has never abused her and he's only hit me, I'm not going to disclose that to her. It's no need for me to do that, you know. So anytime he did do something good, I made sure I reveled in that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't dwell on too many things that he didn't do bad. You know, that he didn't do. I didn't dwell on that, you know. But when she wanted to talk about him, I spoke freely. Meaning that we probably shared a couple things. And I probably did say something bad at that moment. But when she say, okay, that's enough, I back off. But it would be like the day when I asked her, you know, did I ever talk? She said, no, you never spoke bad about him. The couple times you did, it was a mutual feeling because I came to you and I'm like, oh, okay. So I felt good because I feel good knowing that, and I know I speared off guys, but I know I feel good in knowing that she was able to have a healthy as they can have relationship as a result of me never bashing him You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that I just didn't do because I wanted her to have a healthy relationship with him. And it could be partially because I had a healthy relationship with my dad. I love my dad. I'm a daddy's girl. So knowing that that was needed in my life for me to be this woman that I am today, I encourage her to have a relationship with her dad as well as my other daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like my other, I didn't talk bad about her dad. Never denied him, her, never, kept her from him. None of that. Never. Always spoke well, a bit good, as much as I can say, or say nothing. Sometimes, you got to say something. But, if you don't have nothing good, you got to find something. Make up something. Because they got to think of that parent as a superhero. You need both parents, children. You need both parents. So if it's a situation where somebody asks you when last time you talked to your dad and you say yesterday, and they say when last time you talked to your mama and you say months, that's not right. That don't add up. Shit, it should be shit. They ask you when last time you talked to your mama. Shit, I'm on the phone with her now. Last time you talked to your daddy, I just got off the phone with him yesterday. It should be the same. So if anybody's talking about your mama or your daddy, I need you to tell them, I don't want to hear that. Don't talk about my mama. Don't you talk about my daddy. And if they say something about your mom and dad that's untrue, you have Auntie Shakenya's permission to correct them, regardless of how they feel. Hey, Sahir, how you doing, baby? I hope you're holding up well. I hope you're well. I see you check in from time to time. I ain't bashing your cousin. But Sahir know me. He know us. That's his cousin. And he's mourning just the same as I. Because regardless of what the situation is, he will be missed. My daughter's feeling it right now. She said for you guys to continue to pray for her. Today is the last day she'll be able to see him. And get whatever closure is needed. But for the most part, I never spoke bad. And I've never brought up the abuse. But I'm going to tell you what did happen. And we've gotten past it and gotten through it since then. She witnessed abuse. She witnessed him in the act of. And I didn't find out till maybe a year or so later. I think I might have found out because I talked, the wife, me and her had a good relationship. I think she told me, because it was so long ago, guys. But the moral of that particular story, and me and her discussed it today, and she did give me permission to say it to you guys today. Hey, Robert, she did say I can speak on it today, because I have to get permission from my children when I get on here and do some stuff. Like, they not on board with Coffee and Conversation. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They don't like the fact that I talk about myself and put our business in the street. I'm letting y'all know that now. When I'm on here, there ain't nobody on board with it, okay? But I do try to be respectful and mindful of that, because I'm the only one that got a book. They ain't got no book out. I'm the only one that got a radio show. They don't have a radio show. I'm the only one that got this famous show, Coffee and Conversations, you can check out on YouTube under my channel, Shakenya. They ain't got no show. So I have to be respectful to a certain degree as far as privacy is concerned. I try not to divulge everybody's information, but I do speak freely about my own. So if I got to pull you in and tie you in at some point, you might get snagged. But for the most part, I didn't have to tell her that he was abusive to women. She witnessed that. And it was only one time. And I'm glad it was only one time. But that was one time that she would never forget. So that was a conversation that we had to have. He did apologize to her for what she saw. And that's about the best that we can ask of that. And the only way that would get better is if she doesn't see that again. She's never witnessed that in my home. She didn't even witness it between me and him. And it only happened one time. And that was the end of that. Because if they hit you once, they will hit you again. So it was no question that the relationship had to end after that. So, again, my job was to make sure that she loves and respects her father. And in turn, he must have been doing something, or the people on that side must have been doing something, because in return, she loves and she respects me. See how that works? So, y'all, that's it. I'm about to go finish this kitchen. I'm about to go tear up this floor I know. I'm going to show y'all when I finish because it's going to be so cute, y'all. I feel so good. I do. So, yep, y'all, I'm treating my house like I'm about to go to work and getting paid when I'm done. So, let me shoot some waves out. Hey, Kim, how you doing, baby? Hey, Reggie, how you doing? Thanks for checking in. Robert, side here. Okay, guys, I am out. Bianca, how you doing, baby? Hey, Marshall. Okay, guys, I'm out. Mwah.